Or move on to the next lab program. The next lab program with respect to your top-down parsing. What is the top-down parsing? We did program, right? The screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can observe the question. This is the program we have to do for the next week coming lab. See, this is the design, develop, and implement Yak or C. See, you can write in any way of the program. See, we are here writing the program in C. Instead of going for the Yak, it is difficult to write for all those conditions to be satisfied in the Yak. See, that we plan to write that program in the C program. The C program to construct predictive, or it is also called as an LL1 parsing table for the grammar rules. See, the grammar is given A derives ABA and B derives BB or epsilon. Okay, use this table for this grammar. I have to construct first and follow, and after first and follow I have to check the construct my predictive parsing table or LL1 parsing table. See, once the parsing table is constructed, then you have to use the table to parse the sentence ABBA dollar. Okay, this is the question. This is the same way question you are doing in the theoretically as for the solution of this problem. But now first you have to find out the what is the solution of the problem. After solution of the problem, you have to start able to implement the program. This program you have to implement it by using C or Yak program. See, what is the question is given? The grammar is given as AAABB. What is the first thing you have to check it out? Is it required left recursion? You have to check because you're
No,
doing
ma'am.
top-down parsing. Is it
No,
required
ma'am.
for the left recursion for the grammar?
No, ma'am.
No. Then I don't want left recursion to be included in my program. Okay. The no left recursion. So is it required left factory?
No, ma'am.
The grammar is also not requiring left factory. Okay, let me go for the third step. What is the third step? We require to computation for what? First function. Is it right? First and follow I have to compute it. I had to go for the first. Can you tell me the what is in the first of A? It is easy, grammar is given. Because if you go bigger grammar, it's difficult implementing for the code because you have to remember for all the code for the lab, right? For it is not a project type, it is a lab program. Same way you have to do whatever the questions are given to implement. Okay, now first of A. What is the first of A? First of A is only small a. Is it right? What is first of B?
Small b epsilon.
Small b and epsilon. Okay, that first is over. The next fourth one, what you want to compute? Follow set I have to compute. Can you tell me what is the follow set of A? That is a start symbol, then by default you have to insert what? Dollar into follow set of A. Then any other symbol to be added for the follow set, you have to look at for the right hand side of your grammar.
No, ma'am.
Can I end?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the follow set of B?
A
Follow set of B is A.
and
Follow set of B have epsilon. Then you again get follow set of B only. Then nothing should be there. I can end with only
A, ma'am.
A1. Is it right? A and dollar. See now first and follow is also over. What is the next step? Fifth step. Construction of your predictive parsing table. How to construct your predictive parsing table? You have to write for what? For this is your non-terminal. How many non-terminals are there? A is there. B is there. Okay, how many terminals are there? Small a, small b, and you have to write dollar. Is it right? So you have to construct table like this. Okay, how to fill the tables? You have an algorithm for that. Using that you are filling. You have to check the first of. Okay, How to fill that? First of A. What is the first of A? A is there. Then what to write? In the place of A, because first of A is A, in the place of A, I have to write A. Do you write what? A,
Small a,
B,
capital B, small a.
capital A. Is it required? Epsilon is there in the first of A? No. Then no need to go for the follow set of A. Is it right? Correct. Next, what is the first set of B? B is there. In the place of B, I have to write B derives B and B. B derives B and B. I have to write it for this one. From this place, what you want to write? I have a epsilon for that. If you have epsilon, all of you copy down in your observation book. What is an epsilon? Because of epsilon, what to write? You are going for follow set of what? B. Then follow set of B, you are writing for what? B derives epsilon. Okay. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is it clear now? Predictive parsing table. Okay. This is the fifth step. Once the predictive parsing table is over, then you have to move on to the sixth step is after parsing your given input. The inputs are A, B, B, A, dollar. Correct? This is the input is given. We have to write a predictive parsing table for this. Okay, for this, how to do it? Again, you have to go for, you have to write stack, input, action. For that, you have to check your predictive parsing table. The top of the stack you have to start. The top of the stack is with, you have to store with A. Then your input should be A, B, B, A. Then you have to check kata A and A. See A and A. Then you have to apply a action. Then you have to have an action. A derives A. You have to push into this A, B, A into stack. Now A and A is matched. Then you have to pop up from the stack and continue the parsing. Okay, this is the methodology we are using for this program. For all the steps, I have to write a program code. Okay, for this is the program structure. For this program structure, you have to write the program. See, we start with the include string std. This is some variable declaration. See, I have to get defined for the grammar. I am taking the grammar as an array. To store that grammar, I am taking that, and I have to compute the first. I am declaring. I want to get follow set. For that, I am declaring for those variable, and I require the table. This is the table construction. I require for the table number of rows with number of columns. Correct, right? Number of rows is 3, number of columns are 4. And the input string, this is the length, just one we taken for that. Input point, I have to copy that input into another one variable. For that also, I am taking that one. See, you have to get matching. You have to write the match input, and for this, I am taking stack and match and input pointer. These are all the variable declarations for my given problem. After this, I have to calling the different functions for what I am doing for this problem the same way. First, I have to compute first set, and I have to call for the follow sets. And after follow set, I have to calling for the parsing table. This is your parsing table. Then I have to go for the parse the input. Then I have to call for the printing. Then I have to finally I want to print out what's the answer. Okay, these are all the functions I am using in my program. For each function, you should be go in detail analyzation of that. See, after that we are calling for the main. We are giving input grammar. So what is the given grammar? The grammar I have to give this only. So this program is working only for that grammar. It will not get a general thought. See, it will not work for the generally, because if you go for the generally, the number of lines of code should be more. For that, we just write the program should be work with respect to the only this grammar. For that, your grammar should be this. You have to enter number of roots. How many number of roots are there? That is the roots is but how many number of grammars are there? Production. 1, and 2. That says scan f is equal to number of n is equal to 2. Then after that you have to enter your rules. The rules is nothing but the production. See that whatever the production is given, for loop you are taking for that one. I'm reading the grammar from that and stored it in the grammar I. See that is for A derives ABA and B derives BB. And is it possible to give epsilon in the keyboard? Do you have epsilon in your keyboard?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Then what? See, instead of epsilon, we are taking as an at symbol. See, at symbol is not your input symbol. At symbol just is replacing for what?
Epsilon.
Epsilon. Keep it in mind. Then how to give the epsilon? Epsilon should be given through the, because input should be through keyboard only. Because of that, I am mentioning as an at. See, at this will be act as now epsilon. See, the table is also it will stored as an at symbol. Okay. See, once the grammar is given, then I have to call, because there is no left recursion, left factoring. Directly call your first set, follow set, parsing table, and you have to parse the input. Okay, now I am end my main program. Okay, this is the basics of that. After that, you have to go for what is first set, how to do the computation. See, first set you are computing for year. See, in the same way, you have to print those values. The first set of A, first set of B should be B and epsilon. For that, we are writing for the C code. You just go through that C code, how it is tracing part. See, I'm not explain the tracing part. Just I will tell you how it is. Where so the next part is you have to go for the first set. You have to compute the first set of for whatever the n value. The n value should be what? Two number of rules will be given, because you should be right for first of A and first of B. You have to find out. For every first, you should be print like that. First of A only. This is A is a character. Because of that, I'm declaring as a percentage. See, whatever I'm stored it in the array of that ith location, that should be A only. So I of 0 location, I of 1 location, that should be A. A will be stored it. Then always that grammar production should be only what? That letter should be English alphabets only. For that, I'm comparing with the ASCII value for those English alphabets. That alphabet should be capital A should be 65, and for according to that I am taking for those whatever the grammar should be greater than or equal to 65 and should be less than or equal to 90. For the first we'll comparing with those symbol. Then A is 65 and Z is for 90. See, I'm comparing between this, and the condition is true. I am copied on that grammar, that is A should be in the first of I, and it is the first count. Once you calculate it for that, it will go here, and you have any one or two productions. See, you have a production, you have to compare with this till it is not equal to anything in that production. That loop will be continue. Finally, computation of your first will be stored it in this printf statement, because n is equal to 2. For the first time, A will be checking. I compute the first of A. The first symbol will be copied on from the given input. That will be taken as a percentage C. See that that you are taking for all the alternatives of in the loop, because why I am taking for this, because B derives BB or epsilon should be there. Then this while condition will be checking. You have a R symbol, yes. Then if it is an R, you have to check for it till at the end of the string, the production. For that we'll doing the condition is true. It will increment the J. It will move on to this position, and it will print the corresponding value. And this is for your first. Then here move on to the follow set. The follow set is also same way. You have to print the follow set for that number of n only, that n is equal to 2 only. Then I have to print that symbol follow set of A. Capital A, you have to start from this flower bracket. I start with this flower bracket for the follow set of A. That I am taking as a variable k of 0. That k of 0 will be pointing to A only. That always the k of 0, the first follow set of A should be always have a dollar symbol. For that purpose, I am taking the dollar symbol. I am taking that follow set of K of count is equal to 0, it should be printed as a dollar. Once the dollar position is over for the first grammar symbol, I move on to the next condition. I have to check in for the right side of the production, which I have a computation for the follow set. For that, I am writing for this production after that symbol. A derives B. So you have to take for the production of that count. We move on to finding for the follow sets. See, this will computation the follow set the same way you are taking for the follow set from the right hand side. It should be is there capital letters for that non-terminal, for that non-terminal, what is there in front of that? You are checking for the j+1 character. The grammar of I of j+1, what is there and stored it in that one array, that will be printed as a printf statement, and that will be assigned into your array of your follow set. So same way it will calculate your follow set. Once the follow set is over, we come for the parsing table. What is a parsing table? You have to construct your parsing table for like this. For this, it is a table. The table have to take that. I have a grammar productions. I'm taking these three variable to assign because I want to insert in these position A, B. This is small a, this is small b, this is small dollar. So you have to insert in these productions of that grammar. So for the production, I am taking an array. That array is P. Then A derives A is one production. I am assigning to that one array is P. See, wherever I want to insert these position, capital A of A, then you can call P. Capital A of B, if you want to insert this, any other, you can call for your Q. For there are three productions are there. Those three production I am copying into that character type array, that is PQR. Okay, these three are only for the inserting those things into the predictive parsing table. After that, I have to construct my table with these values AB dollar. Okay, that can be done by this table. First row with the column, a zeroth column should be A. Then first row, the next one is B. Next one is 0 row with the first column is A, this one, and this is the second column is B, and third column is dollar. So the now configuration of the table can be done by using of next line. After that, we have to go for how to enter these value into the table. That can be done by using of this loop. The number of n should be row, that is 2 productions, and checking for j is equal to 0 first of ij. For because we have to check the first table only. If you are storing the first array, then first of ij not equal to null, because I have to find out in all the first of A and all the first of B. For that, I am taking that array. Then whatever it is not equal to null, then you copy that first of I into if. Then if it is equal to A, the first of A is equal to A, because in the array you have first of capital A is equal to A. Yes, I am checking for the F is equal to A. I am assigning, just checking. First I am taking first of I. First of I is equal to this, and if F is equal to A, because first of A is equal to A, if it is true, what I am doing, the next line is I am inserting to the table for the P position. Just I will show. See, now checking for if F is equal to A. F is equal to A is nothing but that is the first symbol is equal to A. I am inserting that table. See, in that location, capital A and A, in this space I am inserting P. P is nothing but what? Capital A derives A, B, A. In the place of P, I am inserting A, B, A for that one. If or else it is not A, then if it is go to B, then you are inserting the table of B position. Say I am implementing the table I plus 1 of the second column. The second column I am taking for your Q. The Q, whatever the value production I am taking, B derives BB for that one. Or it have a epsilon. So you have a first of whatever the value I am reading is a epsilon, then it will look onto your follow set. The follow set of the corresponding, wherever you get, according to that, you have to insert in the table for the follow set of R. What is the follow set of R? The follow set of R is equal to B is equal to epsilon. Instead of writing B it is equal to epsilon, I am copying S as a R. That R value, whatever I am storing, that will be inserted to this position. See, this is the way you are filling your table, then parse the input and you are putting those locations, wherever the location you want to give, assign P, Q, R, that's corresponding location. It shows that I have to computation of the first and follow is over, parsing table is also over, and this is actually have to fit into the table location. For that we are writing this printf for this. Once you're done, we are moving to the last topic, that is for the parse your input. To input parsing, you should be take input from the keyboard. The input as I'm giving is a ABB dollar for that one, and that I'm storing into another input pointer because this input will be used in the stack. For that, at the end of the input pointer, I have to append a dollar. Because of that, I'm using a function string or concatenation. That concatenation means the input will be followed with dollar. Then I have to store a string copy because the stack have, because I have to maintain in the stack as a top of the symbol. For that, I am maintaining the stack with dollar with A. So I told I'm using in the reverse order. So this one, you can push the input normally into the stack. If you do like this, you have to push into reverse order as for production. See, whatever way you can follow this to insert your production into the stack. So let I go for the next. See, once the initialization is over, then I have to make a structure of your parsing table. Okay, the parsing table have a matched string, and this is your stack, and this is your input, and this is your action. See what you are learned from the theory, the same way the table can be taken. This is the printf statement with the /k I am taking for the construction. Let me start with the stack have a $A, input is ABB a dollar, and you have to start action. Then yes, if stack of I is equal to dollar, that is the last condition. The stack of I is also will be equal to the dollar condition. Then it is called, it is an accepted. But it is not dollar because it's in the beginning condition. Then what to do? It should be go the inside the loop. It's not end of your loop. See, this is only true when if it is the end of the production parsing. So it is not like that. Then you have to go through the next. You have to check for every production the stack of I. For that one, we are comparing for this. It should be if it is equal to A. Then if it is equal to A, you have to insert your AAB into stack, because the production A derives have a production. Then output the production is what? AABA. The output the production can be done by using of either to copy ABA into your stack. See, in the like that you have to do my parsing. So then ABB is A and A is matched. Whenever it is equal to match, it should be pop up from the stack. So that will be continuously doing the stack operation. If it is equal to B or B, then corresponding B productions will be copied onto the stack, or it is equal to matching for that B, that will be epsilon will be replacing. See, it is not equal to A, not equal to B, and not equal to epsilon also, then you can call in your error function. See, that is if and else condition, depending upon that what operations are applying. Are you pushing into the stack or pop up from the stack? For that operation, we are doing it parse your table. Once you're done, I have to go for the printing for that one. This is for the finally I have to print the last one as a print those character match stack input pointer at the end of the condition at the last line. After that you have a output. See, what is your output? The given grammar. The grammar is given. This is the we only giving or how to give only this grammar. A number of rules are 2. So then you have to enter the number of rules as A derives ABA and B derives BB at. Then after that, whatever you did for the first rules and followers will be print the first set. and we'll print the follow set. Now we are calling for the parsing table. The parsing table is will be get like this. The A, B, B are dollar. If you want to line, you can make it, your program should be make a box for that, you can print it like that also. After that, you have to go for the parse your input. Enter the string A, B, B, A. Then we already defined the stack should be $A input and action. The N is missing. Write in the printf statement as an action. Then your output the production A and A is both are input is match, you can pop A. Then pop A will be stored as a matched string. So again B have a production, B will be pushed onto the stack. Okay, this can be done by using parsing table. Finally, we are reaching B in the stack and stack as a dollar and input as a dollar and it can write as a statement as a action. Okay, this is for your whatever you have a lab program. See, if in case the same grammar is also given, but instead of that input, you are giving as another input. Then A, B is given, but it has to show what? Error. Then when it is error, because you are not able to matching for this any of the other symbol. For that, we are writing an error as a printf function. See, the top of the stack is B, but input is not able to parse in this condition. Then it can issue and what? Error messages. You can also show error messages while doing this. Okay, this is for LL1 grammar or predictive parsing table. See, go through this in detail. You can go with, you can analyze it. See, I think now it is for enough for execution for the program. The next week, all of you execute these programs in your class. Okay.